Everybody, just gonna teach you a little trick today on how to do your own hair at home. So these roots, freshly done. Just jumped out of the shower, just washed it all out and did it all right here at home. So stick with me and I'll show you how to do it. More so just your roots. I don't take on my whole hair. I have my awesome hair chick that does that, April. She cuts it, she does the ends, she does everything else. But I just do the maintenance in between for colors, and it's super inexpensive, and I'm really, really happy that I learned this from my friend Malia. So, okay, so here's what I do. You go get your own, you have to figure out what your color is, obviously. So my color is this, I go between this and S6N. So Redken Color Gels, that covers up my gray. And this is the developer. And you just mix equal parts of that together. I usually mix 1 ounce of this with 1 ounce of this. And I just measure it in a cup like this. And I mix it together in this with this. And after you pour that into the bowl, what I always do is rinse this out so that it doesn't get colored. So if you rinse it out immediately, it doesn't really have time to, I guess, have the chemicals react to each other so that it doesn't color the cup. That goes for like almost anything you're going to be using to do this process. Just expect that anything that you use will probably turn a color. If you're gonna comb your hair or do anything like that while you're doing this, it will turn a color. So, so I just mix it. Just scent is kind of strong. Mix it together. And then take a stab at your hair. This is workout. This is my workout hair. I just got home from yoga. Then just a side tip for the bathroom. I always comb my hair out, usually over the trash can in the other room, because I always have a lot of hair that falls out. And I had a friend over the other day and she was like, oh, that's so smart that you do that. And I just kind of thought, you know what? It's a good tip that people don't know. Okay, so I just get my hair all combed out. And you can see my line of where my color is not effective. It's grown out that much, so I'm gonna knock that out today. So the first thing that I do is I divide my hair into 4 sections. Now that I'm in 4 sections, put your gloves on. And then I just take out 1 section. So I guess you don't really need to put one of your sections up. And so I just start like this. And you can see the line there and the line on this side. So I just grab a little bit. And just remember, all you're trying to do is just get right at the root. So you're not really trying to go down the hairline at all. And then just keep going like that. Just coloring on each side with small sections as you go. The other thing that I kind of forgot that I do first is I just go through the part of the section that I'm next to. So I should have done the back part first, and I totally just spaced that. So it just makes it a lot easier to kind of get back there, and then to do the front. But it is what it is. It's fine. Just so that you know. So you always want to make sure you wipe away like your hairline or anything that's on your face, unless you want it to stay with you for a couple days. timer for 23 minutes. And then with the extras, I do my eyebrows. Oh, totally forgot. I take the comb and I comb through just a tiny bit, just to kind of just combing down the line of demarcation, trying to make it blend just a little bit. So just make sure you wipe away everything around your forehead and around your eyebrows. The first time I did it, I'm not afraid to say, I left a little bit of excess by my eyebrows. I really had to scrub out that. It was super fun. So, but just I know that this looks a little dramatic right now, but it all washes away, and except for a good healthy amount that you want. So again, just make sure you get the right color for you, what's currently being used on you, so that you don't have less room for error. And you know, sometimes I think if you ask your hairdresser to give you advice on like how to just do your roots at home, at least mine, two people that I talked to that do hair were really, really receptive and really like, hey, this isn't rocket science. You can totally do it at home. And I mean, normally when I go, I save a lot of money. Put it that way. I save like probably $70 doing it like this on my own. So it's not a big deal for me to take a few minutes, throw it on my hair, and then wait, you know, for the processing time, and then jump in the shower and just rinse it away. It's simple. So after you're done doing all of that stuff, make sure you wash out your bowl and all of your utensils and stuff, whatever, your gloves, and then jump in the shower and wash it really good. Maybe wash it twice when you're in there. And oh, another thing I forgot to tell you is wear a t-shirt that you don't really care much about, just so that you don't end up with marks from the coloring on your t-shirt. Even though you also have to just be real careful, like transferring the color. Be careful not to get it on, like if you have lighter ends like me, be careful not to get it on the lighter ends of your hair. So there's a little bit of a learning curve involved. It's hard to learn how to kind of get back there and fill where, you know, your hair is lifted up and get in between right there where your scalp is. But once you figure that out, and you can even try to do it initially without the brush, without the solution on the brush, and just try to see if you can hit the brush on the scalp where your scalp is open, because I do my whole head, and I know that some of my friends just do like their top crown in between their hair visits. So anyway, just a little way to save you a little bit of money. Hopefully you end up loving it, and I don't imagine that it would work for blondes, just for brunettes or darker hair. Anyway, good luck. Hopefully, please don't blame me if you have issues. Just try to troubleshoot and know what you're getting into. Anyway, this is the finished product, guys. Just finished drying and curling my hair, and this is what you get. So I'm super happy I learned how to do this at home. Super thrilled. Just letting you check that out a little bit. Maybe a little more light. Anyway, hope you love the tip. Hope you love the trick. Hope you have a great day. See you.